As educational psychologists, we encounter children and young people who are struggling with their literacy so often in our work. These literacy difficulties frequently present a major source of distress and frustration for children and young people, and have a considerable impact on wider areas of their lifelong development. This is such an important area of our work. Yet we so often find that the arena of literacy difficulties, how we identify, understand and support them, can be chaotic and emotionally charged, filled with opposing views. I'm Joanna Stanbridge, and I've been working for just under 2 decades with literacy and literacy difficulties in different guises, including academic research, teaching, as an educational psychologist, and as a specialist senior educational psychologist for cognition and learning at Cambridge County Council. I've been incredibly fortunate in my career to have had the opportunity to explore and address literacy difficulties from a range of different perspectives and at different levels of systems, in a way which has allowed me to bridge academic research and its application in practice with a real understanding of the systems involved and with an insight into the different points of view relating to literacy and literacy difficulties. I'm really excited to have this chance to bring all of these different strands together in this EdPsych course in a way which can be applied practically by educational psychologists in order to develop effective systems that work for all children and young people, no matter their background. Our Literacy, a Path For All course aims to cut through the noise and the debates surrounding literacy and literacy difficulties in a way which I hope will enable educational psychologists to develop their understanding of literacy development and difficulties, as well as the wider issues which surround them, so that we can take action and focus on ways to identify, make sense of, and address literacy difficulties at all levels, from the individual to whole school levels, local area levels, and ideally beyond. In doing so, we'll develop a deep understanding of how different literacy skills develop, what these involved, and how they are taught, before turning to consider different causal models of literacy difficulties, including in the context of the term dyslexia, what this means and what it doesn't mean. With this understanding, we focus on practical issues surrounding ways to identify, understand, and address literacy difficulties at different levels of systems. This includes how we can make links between specific assessments and interventions at each level of support. By the end, you'll have a valuable framework and set of practical tools which you can apply in your casework or systemic projects to improve literacy for all. Literacy, a Path for All, is presented in an e-learning format. Each chapter is divided into short animated videos like this one, so that you can go through it at a pace that works for you. You'll have access to this course for a whole year, so you can use it as a reference guide for your casework when you may need it. You'll also find a wealth of references, links and resources that are available for you to keep and apply in your practice. There are reflective activities dotted throughout, and there's a dedicated space for the EP community so you can share discussions, questions and ideas. Getting a system right, which can identify, make sense of and address literacy difficulties for all children and young people regardless of their backgrounds, is, in my view, as core a social justice aim as any other in the work that we do as EPs, and this value runs through this course. A central aim of this course, and my measure of whether or not I've created the right content, is for you to feel enthused, confident and excited about literacy and supporting literacy difficulties in your practice, and I hope following this course you'll have the confidence and tools to get out there and feel that you're making the difference that you want to.